Hey, good evening. It's Monday, November 30th. The last few minutes of November 2020. I want to look again at portion of Psalm 25 tonight because it has to do with the theme of deliverance. And deliverance is something that as Christians, we need to be eager to seek God and to be able to trust Him. And if we follow God, we're often going to find ourselves in a place of needing His deliverance. That's something God has called us to. Jesus warns us. He says, if you want to follow me, you'll be persecuted. Just as He was. We're not better than He was. And He took a lot of heat. So deliverance is kind of a common theme in the Christian life. And David helps us with this. So I'm just going to read the first 5 verses. These are a petition in Psalm 25, and they're a petition to God, and he's crying out for help. He says, "To you, O Yahweh, I lift up my soul." Again, a reminder, when he calls Yahweh, he's talking to God, he's calling him by his personal name, not his title. And he's a friend. And it's something we lose sight of in the Old Testament, but he's calling out to Yahweh, a person. I lift up my soul. My God, I have trusted in you. Let me not be put to shame. Don't let my enemies gloat over me. He's trusting God. And not everybody likes that. We shouldn't be shocked. Indeed, all who wait for you will never be put to shame. All who wait for you will never be put to shame. And waiting is very similar to, in the Old Testament, is very similar to the New Testament fruit of the Spirit, patience. And this is not a passive thing, as we've talked about fairly recently. Waiting is doing what God's told us to do and seeing what happens. It's not sitting back and being passive. It's being aggressive. Patience is living in the expectation of God's care. It's not sitting back on the front porch and rocking. It's being aggressive and then letting God do his thing. So that's the sense of waiting here. It's very much the fruit of the Spirit. Those who are treacherous for no reason will be put to shame. I can wait for you, but I will know no shame. But those who turn away from you, they will know shame. Make me to know your ways, Yahweh, my friend. Teach me your paths. We need to know God's ways because they're not natural to us. And then this is where we're going to stop tonight. Lead me in your faithfulness and teach me. For you are the God of my salvation. You are the one that I wait for all day long. Again, not passive, but the one whom all day long I have done what you've told me to do. I have trusted you. I have called you out, and I've done the things you've called. I have returned good for evil. I have been patient. I've been loving. I've been gentle when I felt angry inside. I haven't been ruled by anger. I've been kind when someone is not kind to me. I've been gracious to my children or to my spouse. I haven't thought about how I've been hurt. I've thought about how can I help them. And I'm trusting God. I'm asking God for help. Because when we follow God, we're out there kind of on a limb. But if it's God's limb, it's a good place to be. To you, O Yahweh, my covenant God, my friend, I lift up my soul because I've waited on you all day long. All day long, I have done what you've asked me to do, even if the circumstances don't look real well, don't look real like it's working. I've trusted you. And that's the hope that we have. That's the active, positive plea for deliverance. Not screaming in terror, but knowing that God will rescue out of my mess. And by waiting on him, that means I am doing the things that you have dear God, have called me to do. And I've given you everything. My eggs are in your basket. Deliver me, O Lord. Thank you for hearing me. And that's the thought this night. Our God is a faithful deliverer. Read Psalm 25 that way. Those first 5 verses, first 7 are a petition. But these first 5 verses call us to a good place. Rest well. And Lord willing, we'll see you in the morning. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great evening. Bye.